This new Domar game, Absolute Zero, gives new meaning to the word realistic. I've been freezing ever since I brought it home.
Hey, what the heck are you doing with the door open? It's like 10 degrees outside, you loon.
No!
Playing Absolute Zero, eh? How about the control we're showing not making some kind of cheap joke about that name?
You mean like this game rates Absolute Zero?
Yeah, something like that, only funny.
Well, smartass, it wouldn't be appropriate. Absolute Zero has some really nice features.
Such as?
For one thing, there's a solid storyline behind the game. Briefly, a mining colony on Europa has awakened an alien race, and...
Oh, don't tell me, let me guess. And the aliens are hell-bent on destroying all human life. Big deal.
Well, that much is true, but there are some other things going on in the solar system.
So what, do we get some overly long intro telling us about them?
Nope. The storyline is firmly embedded in the game and is told through news articles and such. In the same way you're told about more local events.
Okay, the storyline is great, but what else is there? I mean, if I just want a good story, I can read a book.
Jeez, what's the matter with you? You don't mention stuff like that in an interactive magazine. Jeesh. Anyway, Absolute Zero has a nice selection of vehicles, both friendly and alien.
Which one do I fly?
Actually, you'll be placed in various different craft depending on your mission. And you don't always fly. Sometimes you drive, and sometimes you're just a turret gunner along for the ride.
Ah, like Luke Skywalker in the Millennium Falcon, eh?
Yeah, or like the Belby gunner in Memphis Belle.
Can we sling the pop culture references or what? Anyway, what's my motivation here? Who am I?
At various times, you play any of 7 different characters.
I only see 6.
Well, they're introduced as you go along. Listen, do you want to hear this or not?
Hey, I'm just trying to get the whole story.
Yeah, right. Anyway, between missions, you get to know these people by reading their personal diaries.
Remember when we found your sister's diary?
And their emails.
All these people, all these vehicles. Why?
It's kind of cool, actually. You might take part in the same military action from several angles, you see.
No, I don't see it all.
First, you'll fly in a mission as the pilot of a fighter. Then you'll man a gun turret in the same mission from the ground.
Really? That is kind of cool. You don't miss any of the action. But how's the gameplay?
Overall, gameplay is pretty darn good. Absolute Zero falls somewhere between an action game and a sim. Controls vary between vehicles a bit, but basically, once you get the hang of one, you can fly or drive or whatever them all.
Come on, you aren't telling me everything. Spill your guts.
Well, promise you won't laugh?
Of course, I'd never laugh at you.
Okay then. My biggest gripe with Absolute Zero is that it's too hard.
Ow, that's rich. Some professional game player you turned out to be.
Hardy har. Okay, big shot, you try this mission number 7.
Okay, no problem. Let me at it. I'll be right back. Wow, that is hard.
Told you. Most of the game isn't really that bad, but the problem is that you can't advance until you beat each mission.
Oh, I hate games that are set up like that. Is there nothing we can do?
Well, every time you lose a mission, you get one of these hints.
Do they help?
Yeah, usually they do help some, but I tell you, I still haven't beat mission 7.
But you've beaten other missions. How?
Well, Domark made me promise not to tell you this, but there's a way.
Man, don't mess with Domark.
No kidding. They're more powerful than Bill Gates.
Say, who's Melissa Picone?
I don't know, but if Domark says she gets the shotgun seat, by God, let's give it to her.
Okay, enough horsing around. Should I spend my hard-earned cash on this or what?
Well, I tell you, I'm going to sit right in the fence on this one.
Oh, great. That's helpful. Let's see. We have a good storyline, good gameplay. How's the sound?
Actually, the sound is pretty good as well.
And obviously a lot of variety. So why are you on the fence?
I'm just really worried that a lot of people will get stuck where I did and never see the rest of the game.
Your concern is admirable. Anything else?
There were some other minor problems, but really, I was having fun until I hit that brick wall. I'm guessing that someone will come up with a hack to allow you to select missions, though. If that happens, then Absolute Zero can be a very pleasant diversion. It isn't a blockbuster, but it is good fun.
Great. Now, how's about you give me that saved game with Mission 7 already complete so that I can...